Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome to my first of many Paladins patch report videos. The patch I'll be breaking down today is Open Beta 46, The Hand of Justice. First and foremost, this patch brought a new champion to the mix, Lex, the Hand of Justice, and he is a flanker and does a lot of damage up close very quickly over time. He also has the ability to have enemies targeted, which gives him additional credits when killed, and then the ultimate of his allows him to basically delete people who have less than 65% of health. So he's great against people who have high health pools. And I'll go more in depth with Lex in my next video, but for now let's move on to the rest of the patch. Along with Lex comes 3 new skin sets for him: Justicar, Lawbringer, and Peacekeeper, and then there's a new chest as well, and it allows you to get a special skin for Fernando. This skin basically makes you look like a Gundam. It is called the FN-01 Helios. It's pretty sick. I'll post a screenshot. It's pretty nuts. This new patch has also brought us a new mode. It's a co-op mode, so you and 4 other players versus bots, usually with special modifications. And this one is called Minefield, and they describe it as a rogue band of 5 Kinessa have overclocked their oppressor mines. Now these mines usually deal a little bit of damage and slow you. Well, these apparently have been overclocked to deal lethal amounts of damage. Tread lightly across Primal Court as there are mines behind every corner. Sounds sketchy as hell. I know last patch's co-op mode was stupid difficult to the point where it had to be cheesed, and that wasn't very fun in my opinion. There was also a change to one of the in-game items that you get during a match. This item allowed you to see invisible enemies at a further and further distance the more credits you put into it. This patch introduced a slight buff to the distance at which you can see invisible enemies per tier of the item bought. And on the topic of balancing, we have a variety of champion changes as well. The first being Androxus had his base movement speed increased from 365 to 380. It's like, what, a 5% increase? Something pretty minor, but given that Androxus is a flanker, it's probably good for him to have that slightly faster movement speed. Barrick, one of the tanks, had his blunderbuss damage reduced from 600 to 500. So his shotgun is going to hit significantly less now. However, his Tinkerin ability now increases his blunderbuss damage by 100, so back up to normal. Buck, another flanker, got a bug fix with his heroic leap. Cassie, one of the damage dealers, got her dodge roll cooldown reduced from 6 seconds to 5 seconds, so escapes may be a little bit more viable with her. The next champion that got changed was Drogos, who saw a slight nerf to his overall health by 100, so from 2500 to 2400 now, and reduced his ultimate charge rate by 10%. Fernando, his ultimate Immortal, reduced activation time from 0.3 seconds to 0.1 second. So that slight window where you could kill Fernando during his ultimate before he was Immortal, that's pretty much eliminated. And then his Formidable increased health threshold from 30% to 40% and increased the healing value from 40% to 60%. So all in all, a pretty good buff for him. Grok had his lightning staff damage reduced from 82 per hit to 75, which kind of sucks in my opinion because I never really saw that ability as much of a damage dealer in the first place. Inara, one of the newer champions, had her health increased from 4400 to 4500. Her Earthen Guard skill had its cooldown reduced from 12 seconds to 10 seconds, and her Seismic Crash had the damage increased from 200 to 500. So I guess in Inara's case, she was released a little weaker than her contemporaries. I know a lot of games when they release a new hero or champion will like to release them very powerful, because it makes them fun to play and it gets people playing again because they're like, oh yeah, this hero is so good, so OP, and then they'll nerf them after a couple of weeks. But that is not the case with Inara. Kinessa barely saw any changes. Makoa's Ancient Range no longer grants crowd control immunity. Maldamba, I hope I said his name right, his Mending Spirit skill increased the remote proximity distance from 1 to 1.5. Pip, his side tank skill, reduced the cooldown reduction from 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds to basically half of that, 0.5, 1, 1.5, and 2. Whew. And then his Evil Mojo fixed a bug where players who died while affected by Evil Mojo would see their weapons while dead. Alright, so just a visual tweak. And then Torvald, his protection skill cooldown increased from 7 seconds to 9 seconds. I find that is a reasonable change given how strong Torvald is overall, having like 10,000, 11,000 plus combined health with his shield and health in total. It's just, he's so tanky, I love it. All in all, this was a pretty good patch. Saw a new co-op mode, saw a new hero, which was pretty great, and the changes to all of the characters don't seem too out of place or knee-jerky or overall incorrect. I also like how quick these patches actually are to show up. I mean, just during mid-February, we were on Open Beta Patch 43, and that was 3 patches ago, and it's been about a month since then. That's great. That is a lot of patches on a very regular basis, which I love. I hate having to wait, because when it comes to new content, I am not the most patient of gamers. Let me know what you think in the comments down below about this patch, about Lex, the new hero, of which I will cover extensively in a future video, and of this video itself. If you want to see more videos like this for future Paladins patches, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more so that you don't miss a single video. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.